Good evening, everybody.
Help me here. I'm trying to create a turn-of-the-century mood.
So am I. Sammy, here's $5. Can I have 100 beers, please?
Today is Wednesday, September 25th, best day of the week, new comic book day. I've got 12 on my pull list, courtesy of R&R Comics in Houston, Texas. How many do you have? Go ahead and drop me a comment below. All right, I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube Comic Book Community Channel Guide. This is the show where I'm going to run down a lineup of content creators that are either releasing, premiering, or going live. Now, halfway through that lineup, we're going to pause for a segment titled the Instagram Tag of the Day. And then finally, to close today's show, I'm going to open a random package from that crazy, stupid pile of comics I still have left open in a segment titled What's in the Box Already? So, let's get to today's lineup and find out what's on today with Discovery Bay. Now, all of these times are listed in both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and there are both video and channel links with timestamps in the description below. Today, there are 10 shows in the lineup, and 6 of them are still going live. So, first up, at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. Head on over to Jeff Comic 813 channel and get your weekly dose of Cantonese. That's right, Cantonese Comic Wednesday, known as AKA CCW, is a series where Jeff shares his weekly comic haul and then teaches us some Cantonese. So check him out at the link below in the description. Alright, next up at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, head over to the Comics with Bueller channel for a video titled New Comic Books Releasing October 2nd, 2019, Marvel and DC Comics Coming Out This Week, Weekly Picks. Now this is the big one where he's going to give you that almost every cover image of what's coming out next week. It's a really nice one. Alright, next up at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, over at the 90MF Comics channel, we should be getting a live stream titled 90MF Comics Books, Reviews, Spec, and more. So let's join Chad, Javi, D-Hyde, and Hialeah Comic Bro as they sit around and talk recent comic book reads, comic book speculation, and variant covers. Okay, at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Over at the Mr. Miracle Comics channel, Dave should be premiering a video titled 5 More Undervalued Comics for September 25th, 2019. So stop by the live chat or catch it on the rewind. You never want to miss those. Alright, at 5:45 p.m. Pacific, 8:45 p.m. Eastern, over at the Comic Book Dad channel, we should be getting a live stream titled The Big Show with the Comic Book Dad and Andrew, 925, X-Men Power of X, plus more. So let's join the Comic Book Dad and Andrew as they discuss this week's comics, as well as movies, TV, and all kinds of good stuff. Alright, okay, well this is the halfway point in the lineup, and it's time for a segment titled the Instagram Tag of the Day. And today's tags come from Mr. Comics 89 and Comic Books NYC, who both tagged me this morning for Webhead Wednesday. Mr. Comics 89 came showing off an Amazing Spider-Man number 39, this beautiful classic cover that has Spider-Man and the Green Goblin discovering each other's secret identities. Then, over at the Comic Books NYC, Kavi came with a high-grade raw copy of an oversized magazine format of Marvel graphic novel, The Amazing Spider-Man Hooky. So I decided for Webhead Wednesday to post my Silver Age Spider-Man issue number 69 from February of 1969, and I tagged Carolina Chris, Tim the Comic Collector, Meta Speculation, and Sam's Tangled Web. Okay, that was fun. Now back to the lineup. At 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, over at the Lords of the Long Box channel, Tebow and the Lords crew are going live with a stream titled Lords of the Long Box Live, episode number 143, Marvel Hulu long-term spec list with Milton the Manimal. So, on this episode, we get the big Marvel cosmic scoop, some news on Matt Reeves, the Batman, and a list of characters reserved for Marvel Hulu shows on the long-term spec list. And don't forget that special guest panelist, Milton the Manimal. Okay, also at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Brian and Jack over at the Simple Man's Comics channel are premiering the next installment in a new series called Comic Book Hot and Cold List for September 25th, 2019. So Brian and Jack seek out hot and cold picks from the authors and contributors of comicbookinvest.com and other people in the YouTube community. Today, I believe we've got Carolina Chris as the guest. And they take all those inputs, consolidate them into a list, and share that list with us tonight. Okay, next up at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, over at the Unpressable Defects podcast channel, they're going live with a stream titled Unpressable Defects 174 Poof. All right. At 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, we get yet another live show. This one is titled Comic Core Unlimited, over at the Comic Core YouTube channel. I was on the Comic Core YouTube channel last night. Good one. You should check it on the rewind. So tonight, join JD with John of John's Comics with Kids and Jason of Comics Misexplained for the next edition of this great live show. All right, well, the last item on the lineup and the last live show that I know about starts at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's New Comic Book Day Book Club. Let's head on over to White Whale Comics channel and join Alec with John of John's Comics with Kids as they welcome guest Jason of JP's Budget Collecting for a live stream titled Book Club, episode number 40, Harleen number 1 with JP's Budget Collecting. That's going to be great. Don't miss that one either. All right, well, that's it for the lineup. Now for a segment I'm calling What's in the Box Already. And this is off script, kind of. I know I'm going to grab this one because I cut the tape off of it. It's one of the new Spider-Man boxes. So let's open up a Spider-Man box booth. Let's see what we get here. I'm probably going to swap cameras to the other camera, and then we'll come back. All right, now let's see what we got from that Spider-Man booth. That's my Instagram tag of the day. And we've got a new, I feel like Peter here. Let's see what we got today. So it starts with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 80. Okay. We go to Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, number 8. Show both those. Bueller. Back. Okay. Next is X-Men number 257. And Green Arrow number 14. And last, we've got that variant that always makes the box kind of weird. Man, that's a really cool. Let's see. Renew Your Vows. And it's the Unknown Comics exclusive. Pretty nice cover. And that is my Spider-Man blue box. Alright, well that was fun. Thanks for taking the time to watch me and our channel today. Please visit me on Facebook and Instagram where I'll be posting this schedule with any ads and or changes this afternoon. We've also got a Patreon page if you're supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you know of anyone who might be interested in this information, please share this with them. Also, drop me a comment below on how I can improve this show or if there's a channel out there that I should be watching. Now, if you're not already a subscriber, think about subscribing so you don't miss any of this great new content. Who knows? You may find your new favorite channel today. And as always, don't forget, we had a good time. I'll see y'all tonight in the chats.